reactor.
Yeah.
Weird.
Impacts that she's having on young Black girls. And I'm going to be completely honest, on Black women.
You know, this is yet another area that's getting vibrant. It's getting full in the way that it should be.
Dominique Thorne, I have seen all of the first 3 episodes of Ironheart. How did this even come about?
Ironheart is practically unwatchable. Toot toot, Jerry laughs. Yes, there is an alphabet character. They admit Ironheart sucks, but look, they're getting ready to blame you for it because Ironheart fulfills low expectations with weak narrative, poorly written characters, and dull acting.
So in this, I'm not sure what they're meant to be, because this character isn't to be confused with Slug.
Slug, our hacker extraordinaire.
Who is also the exact opposite in the same show. I'm really confused.
Yeah, and it's like the real Tony Stark. It's like back somehow, and there's like a moment where she's flying through, and he's like, "Who is that?" And she's like, "I'm Ironheart, Mr. Stark." And he's like, "I like that girl." And then he like goes to do something else. Like that would be like the level of something that I think would possibly happen.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe just got rocked by the most explosive casting controversy of 2024. And it involves 2 of Hollywood's most talked about young actresses in a battle that nobody saw coming. Word on the street is that Dominique Thorne, who seemed to have the Ironheart role locked down tighter than Tony Stark's arc reactor, might be getting the axe in favor of Rachel Zegler, the same actress who's been stirring up drama left and right with her controversial takes on everything from Disney classics to Hollywood politics. The rumor mill is working overtime, suggesting that Thorne's reaction to potentially losing her Marvel meal ticket has been nothing short of a complete meltdown, with sources claiming she's been anything but professional behind the scenes as whispers of her replacement grow louder by the day. This isn't just another casting switch. This is a full-blown Hollywood earthquake that's got fans, industry insiders, and even Marvel executives scrambling to figure out what's real and what's just social media madness run wild. The stakes couldn't be higher for both actresses, with one potentially losing her superhero dreams and the other stepping into a role that could either resurrect her career or bury it deeper than Wakanda's vibranium mines. Dominique Thorne seemed like she had hit the Hollywood jackpot when Marvel Studios handpicked her to bring the genius inventor Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, to life in what was supposed to be her big break into the superhero universe. The young actress had been grinding in smaller roles, showing up in projects like If Beale Street Could Talk, and proving she had the chops to handle dramatic material, but landing a Marvel contract was like winning the lottery in today's entertainment landscape. Thorne threw herself into the role with everything she had, spending months preparing for the physical demands of playing a tech-savvy superhero, while also diving deep into the character's comic book history to understand what made Riri Williams tick. She worked with dialect coaches, stunt coordinators, and even real engineers to bring authenticity to her portrayal of this brilliant young inventor who was supposed to carry on Tony Stark's legacy. Marvel seemed confident in their choice, featuring Thorne prominently in promotional materials and setting up her character's introduction in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever as a launching pad for bigger things. The actress was living her dream, posting excited updates on social media about her Marvel journey and expressing genuine enthusiasm for representing young Black women in the superhero space.
Was a massive disappointment in the ratings for them, certainly. We do know, when you go and you look at through these charts, the first couple days it was out, because we have 3 days of Ironheart in these numbers, just like we had 3 days of Daredevil in these numbers. And Daredevil in those first 3 days had over 300 million minutes watched. So, and that was with less possible runtime than something like Ironheart. Yet we know that it hasn't matched.
But behind the scenes, Ironheart's journey to the screen has been bumpier than a ride through the quantum realm, with the project facing more obstacles than a Marvel hero's origin story. The Disney Plus series, which was supposed to be Thorne's big moment to shine as a leading lady, has been plagued with production issues, script rewrites, and what industry insiders are calling creative differences between the actress and the show's creative team. Test screenings reportedly didn't go as smoothly as Marvel hoped, with focus groups giving feedback that had executives second-guessing their initial confidence in both the character and Thorne's portrayal. The show's release date has been pushed back multiple times, officially due to post-production needs, but sources suggest there's been significant concern about whether the series can find its audience in an increasingly crowded superhero landscape. Thorne's social media presence, once filled with enthusiastic behind-the-scenes content, has become notably quieter, with fans speculating that she's been told to keep things under wraps while Marvel figures out their next move. The actress has also been conspicuously absent from certain Marvel promotional events where other Disney Plus stars have been featured prominently, fueling speculation that something isn't right behind the scenes. The replacement rumors started as whispers in Hollywood's shadiest corners, but they've grown into a full-blown conspiracy theory that's got Marvel fans analyzing every social media post and public appearance for clues about what's really happening with Ironheart. It all began when an anonymous industry insider posted on a popular entertainment forum that Marvel executives were actively exploring options for recasting the lead role due to concerns about the show's marketability and Thorne's ability to carry a franchise. The post claimed that several actresses were being quietly auditioned for the role, with Rachel Zegler's name being mentioned as a frontrunner due to her existing relationship with Disney and her proven ability to generate buzz, even if that buzz isn't always positive. Social media detectives immediately went to work, pointing out that Thorne had unfollowed several Marvel-related accounts on Instagram and had stopped posting about Ironheart entirely, while also noting that she'd been spotted at what appeared to be meetings with her agents and lawyers. The speculation reached fever pitch when entertainment bloggers started reporting that Marvel had been conducting secret screen tests with potential replacement actresses, though none of these reports included any concrete evidence or named sources. What started as internet gossip has snowballed into a full-blown controversy, with fans creating detailed timelines and connecting dots that may or may not actually be connected. If you're as shocked by these casting rumors as we are, smash that like button to let us know what you think about this whole situation. And if you want to stay ahead of the Hollywood drama before it hits mainstream news, hit subscribe because we're always digging into the stories that other channels won't touch.
That Natalie AI thing seems utterly preposterous and ridiculous, and even for an MCU show, I'm finding it to be a little bit of a bridge too far to go. The heist crew, all lame. Every single one of them, all.
Rachel Zegler entering this equation is like throwing gasoline on an already blazing fire, considering her track record for stirring up controversy whenever her name gets attached to a major project. The actress became a household name after landing the lead role in Steven Spielberg's West Side Story remake. But her rise to fame has been anything but smooth, with her outspoken political views and controversial comments about beloved Disney properties making her a lightning rod for criticism from both fans and industry professionals. Her involvement in Disney's upcoming Snow White remake has been a public relations nightmare, with Zegler's comments about the original film and her vision for the character sparking massive backlash from fans who felt she was disrespecting a classic. The actress has also been vocal about various social and political issues, which has earned her both passionate supporters and equally passionate detractors, creating the kind of polarizing celebrity status that can either boost a project's profile or tank it completely. Despite the controversies, Zegler has undeniable talent and screen presence, as evidenced by her award-winning performance in West Side Story, and some industry insiders believe that her ability to generate headlines makes her valuable to studios looking to create buzz around their projects. Her existing relationship with Disney through the Snow White project would also make a transition to Marvel relatively seamless from a business perspective, and her younger demographic appeal could help attract the Gen Z audience that Marvel is desperately trying to capture. The supposed evidence of Dominique Thorne's meltdown has been spreading across social media like wildfire, with fans and gossip accounts dissecting every piece of potential proof that the actress is struggling to handle the pressure of potentially losing her Marvel role. Screenshots of deleted Instagram posts have been circulating, with users claiming that Thorne posted and then quickly removed emotional messages about fake friends in Hollywood and people who smile in your face while plotting behind your back, though these screenshots could easily be fabricated and haven't been independently verified. Several entertainment bloggers have reported that Thorne was spotted having what appeared to be heated conversations with her representation at various industry events, with witnesses claiming she looked visibly upset and on edge during these encounters. Anonymous sources claiming to work on Marvel projects have suggested that Thorne has been difficult to work with in recent months, allegedly showing up late to meetings, being uncooperative during promotional planning sessions, and expressing frustration with the direction of her character and the show overall. Her absence from several high-profile industry events where she was expected to appear has been interpreted by fans as evidence that she's either being deliberately sidelined by Marvel or is too emotionally distraught to handle public appearances. Social media users have also pointed to changes in her online behavior, noting that she's been liking posts from accounts that are critical of Marvel's treatment of actors. Marvel's history with recasting and replacing actors provides a concerning precedent
to really reckon with what that means for the life that she wants to lead.
It's very short-lived. It's brushed over really quickly, and she kind of reverts back to her old self.
But one thing is for certain about this series is that all agendas aside, let's be very real about this. There's a lack of character development. The directing, the producing, the writing is just way off. It makes no sense at all, and it's very lackluster. There's no depth to it.
Does it defy the haters? Or is it another skippable series? It's always about you, right? It's always about the audience. It's amazing. It doesn't matter if it's the 2024 election or whether it's a Disney streaming product. It's always about like how evil is the actual voters? How evil are the
that makes the Ironheart replacement rumors feel more plausible than they might otherwise seem, considering how ruthlessly the studio has handled similar situations in the past when projects weren't meeting their expectations. The most famous example is obviously the Edward Norton to Mark Ruffalo transition for the Hulk, where creative differences led to a complete actor replacement that Marvel handled with typical corporate efficiency, barely acknowledging the switch while moving forward with their preferred choice. More recently, the studio has shown they're willing to make dramatic changes to characters and storylines when test audiences or focus groups indicate problems, as seen with various Disney Plus projects that have undergone significant reshoots and creative overhauls after initial cuts didn't meet studio standards. Marvel has also demonstrated that they prioritize marketability and franchise potential over loyalty to individual actors, making decisions based on what they believe will generate the most revenue and positive audience response rather than honoring original casting commitments when those commitments aren't working out as planned. The studio's track record with newer characters has been mixed at best, with several projects featuring lesser-known heroes struggling to find audiences and generate the kind of enthusiasm that established characters naturally command, leading to increased scrutiny of casting choices and performance standards. This corporate approach to filmmaking means that actors in the Marvel Universe are essentially employees, rather than irreplaceable creative partners. And if the numbers don't add up, or the audience response isn't what executives want to see, changes will be made regardless of personal relationships. Industry insiders are having a field day with this controversy, with entertainment reporters and Hollywood bloggers offering increasingly wild theories about what's really happening behind the scenes at Marvel regarding the Ironheart situation and whether Rachel Zegler is actually being positioned as Dominique Thorne's replacement. Some sources suggest that the entire controversy is an elaborate publicity stunt designed to generate interest in a project that was struggling to capture public attention, with both actresses potentially being aware of and participating in the manufactured drama to boost their profiles and create buzz around the show. Other insiders claim that Marvel executives are genuinely concerned about Ironheart's potential performance and are quietly exploring backup plans, including potential recasting options, though they emphasize that no final decisions have been made and that Thorne is still officially attached to the project. A third theory floating around entertainment circles suggests that the Rachel Zegler connection is completely fabricated, and that if Marvel is considering recasting, they're looking at completely different actresses who haven't been publicly identified, with Zegler's name being attached to the rumors simply because she's a controversial figure who generates clicks and engagement.
So let's get into this. Now, one thing about Bob Iger is that we know that I, along with many others out there, like to call him Bob Liger, because all this guy does is lie to the audience, he lies to the shareholders, he lies to anybody out there, in order to really kind of string them along into the following year, in hopes that they will stay around, whether it's shareholders or customers, and we already know that Disney Plus is a failing platform.
Some veteran Hollywood reporters are suggesting that this entire situation reflects broader issues within the entertainment industry, where social media speculation can create real consequences for actors' careers, even when there's no substance behind the rumors, and where studios are increasingly influenced by online chatter and fan reactions when making creative decisions. The fan response to these replacement rumors has been nothing short of explosive, creating battle lines between Dominique Thorne supporters and Rachel Zegler advocates that have turned social media into a superhero civil war more intense than anything Marvel has put on screen. Thorne's defenders have been working overtime to combat the replacement rumors, creating hashtag campaigns, organizing social media blitzes, and producing fan art and videos celebrating her portrayal of Ironheart while simultaneously attacking Zegler's qualifications for the role. Team Zegler has fired back with their own campaigns, arguing that their preferred actress brings more star power, controversy-driven engagement, and mainstream appeal to the role, while also pointing out that Thorne's relatively low profile might be part of why Ironheart hasn't generated the excitement that Marvel hoped for. The conflict has gotten increasingly personal, with fans on both sides digging into the actress's past statements, performances, and social media activity to build cases for why their choice is superior and why the other actress would be a disaster for the character and the MCU as a whole. The intensity of the fan war has attracted attention from mainstream media outlets, with several entertainment news shows covering the controversy and providing platforms for both sides to make their cases, which has only amplified the drama and increased pressure on Marvel to address the situation publicly. Some fans have even started boycott threats, with Thorne supporters threatening to skip Ironheart entirely if she's replaced, while Zegler supporters suggest they'll only watch if their preferred actress gets the role. The truth behind all this drama is probably far less exciting than the social media speculation suggests, but the real story reveals just how much power internet rumors and fan theories have gained in shaping actual Hollywood business decisions and public perception of major entertainment projects. Neither Marvel Studios, Disney, nor representatives for either Dominique Thorne or Rachel Zegler have provided any official statements confirming or denying the replacement rumors, which is typical for the studio's secretive approach to handling casting and production issues, but also leaves room for speculation to flourish unchecked. The most likely scenario is that Thorne remains attached to the Ironheart project, but that Marvel is genuinely concerned about the show's prospects and is exploring various options to improve its chances of success, which might include script changes, additional reshoots, or marketing strategy adjustments, rather than full-scale recasting. The Rachel Zegler connection appears to be largely fabricated by social media users looking for a dramatic narrative that combines two controversial figures into one explosive story. Though it's possible that her name has come up in industry conversations simply because she's a young actress with an existing Disney relationship who fits the demographic profile Marvel is targeting. What's most revealing about this entire situation is how quickly unverified rumors can spiral into major controversies that have real impacts on the careers and public perception of the people involved, regardless of whether there's any actual substance behind the initial claims, demonstrating just how much the entertainment industry has been transformed by social media's ability to turn gossip into seemingly legitimate news stories.